about it from Luke's standpoint. Jobs are unstable these days. It's very hard to make a living.
Yes, it is. Have you forgotten that we're... Listen, I'll show some empathy when he shows some integrity.
Sweetheart, you both have served together as friends for years. Why let money come between you now? I have faith that he'll fulfill his obligation. Don't you?
Maybe, and maybe not. I appreciate what you're trying to do, Grace, really. But it's been an exhausting day, and I'm just too drained to think about this anymore right now. I'm sorry.
Luke?
Hey,
It didn't go well, I take it.
that obvious? Owen's just not the brother I thought he was. Instead of being understanding and merciful, all he cares about is getting his money back.
There's gotta be more to it. That just doesn't sound like Owen.
Yeah? Well, you weren't there. I don't know how he's even an elder.
Luke, come on. Maybe there's more to be said on another occasion.
No, that chapter is closed. I saw a side of him today I'll never forget. You should have seen how he yelled at me.
And what did you do?
That's not the point. I'm just done with him.
Look, let me finish dinner and we can talk more afterward, okay?
We can talk all you want, but nothing's going to change the way I feel right now. In fact, don't bother with dinner. I'm not hungry.
Luke, you have to eat.
I can't even think about food right now.
Well, let me finish up here and it'll be ready when you are.
Fine.
By the way, you forgot your cell phone today. You left it on the table.
Ah, thank you. I was looking everywhere for it. Any messages?
Janine called. Her arthritis is acting up again, so she's wondering if we could run an errand for her. She wants something from the store.
I'll let her know that it's fine.
And a man named Austin called. He says he knows you from work.
Yeah, I told you about him. He's the one I was trying to witness to.
Well, he didn't say much except to give him a call.
Wonder why he called. I'll give him a ring.
Hello?
Austin, it's Luke. I just got your message. What's up?
Luke? Hey man, I don't want to keep you on the phone. I just wanted to apologize if I seemed short the other day. The layoff really shocked me.
I knew you were stressed, so I never gave it a second thought. But I appreciate your calling.
And there's something else. I know you've been offering to study with me in that family book for a long time, and I'm always putting it off.
Well, you've been busy.
I have, but losing this job has made me think that maybe it's time I focus a little more on my family. If your offer still stands, I'd like to study.
That would be great.
Would Friday night at 7 work for you?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, I gotta run. Talk to you later.
Thanks. Bye. I just got myself a new study.
That's fantastic. How did you start witnessing to him?
Most days he would come into work, telling me how he and his wife were always arguing. So I started sharing scriptures with him.
And he responded well?
He would always listen, and he was very polite. I just wasn't sure how much was getting through. But now, after losing his job, he seems to have a new perspective.
Funny how the stresses of life can change our view on things.
Yeah, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. I cannot believe this.
Still upset?
Yeah, upset with myself. For the longest time, I've been trying to encourage Austin to look into the Bible for answers. On how to make peace. On how to be forgiving.
And?
And now, I'm the one arguing. I'm the one fighting. Listen, forget dinner. I'm going to do some personal study tonight. I need some time to think things through.
I understand. I hope you find the answers you need.
Me too.
What are you doing here?
Can we talk?
I think we did all the talking we needed to last week.
Please, Owen. Just give me 5 minutes.
All right, 5 minutes, but that's it.
What happened last week? That was my frustration talking. But I've had time to think things through. And I did some serious praying the other night. I also decided to focus my personal study on forgiveness. Anyway, I read over a number of scriptures, but 2 really hit me hard.
Let's sit down, Luke. What were the scriptures?
One was 1 John 4:11.
Beloved ones, if this is how God loved us, then we are also under obligation to love one another. Powerful scripture.
It is.
It does seem hypocritical not to show mercy when we consider how Jehovah forgives us.
My thought exactly. There was another one at Ephesians 4:27. Here it admonishes, do not give the devil an opportunity. Satan would like nothing better than to cause divisions between us. I don't want that.
Me neither. You know, Luke, before you came in to see me that day, I had just received some bad news about my business. Something unexpected came up, and I let my frustration out on you. I'm sorry for that. You didn't deserve it.
Wow, Owen, I had no idea. You know, I must admit, I think I've made some unfair assumptions. I always assumed that you didn't have any financial worries. I guess that was naive on my part.
We were both wrong. Listen, let's forget it.
I like that. But there is one more thing.
The money. Don't let that worry you, okay? When you find another job, we'll work something out.
Owen, I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. Just keep pioneering. You and Heather are keeping Jehovah first in your lives despite some serious setbacks. It makes me wish I had done more for him in my youth. Listen, go home and put your wife's mind at rest.
Thank you. Really.
No, thank you, Luke, for approaching me.
All clear?
All clear.
Everything better now?
Much better. I got my brother back.
Good. That's a relief. What about the loan?
I just told him we'll worry about it when he finds a new job. Things aren't going to be easy for them for a while. They'll need to be as careful as possible with their funds.
I'm sure they will be.
So great. It's the best model they carry.
I can't wait to set it up.
The mall is packed today. Must be all the sales. What do you think of this one? What's wrong, Grace?
Nothing. Can we just go?
What is it? You look upset.
I can't believe what I just saw.
What?
I just saw saw Luke and Heather carrying boxes for a new computer and printer.
So what? They must have just bought it. What's wrong with that?
It's just,
Yes?
they're not in a position to make big purchases right now.
How do you know that?
Just trust me on this.
Come on, Grace. Are you sure you have all the facts?
Actually, yes, Kaylee. We privately lent Luke and Heather money over a year ago, and now they're not making payments. They told us they couldn't because Luke lost his job.
Really?
Unless he got a job and didn't mention it.
So then, they have the money.
But if they have the money, shouldn't their first priority be paying us back and not buying a computer?
That's true. Actually, not to do that would be deceitful, almost like stealing.
When I think of all the times I stood up for them, I even gave up my anniversary trip. How could they?
Grace, why don't you try to calm down?
I can't. It just really hurts. They took advantage of our kindness. Can we just leave, Kaylee? I gotta call Owen.
How could they do something like that?
Okay then, now we can make up the groups for service. Let's see. Anyone have plans already?
Claire and I have a Bible study later this morning.
Sounds good. Anyone else? Well, I have a Bible study too. Maybe I could take Brother Arnett with me on mine. Let's see. That leaves Heather and Kaylee together for the morning. Does that sound good to everyone?
Actually, no. That's not gonna work for me. Could I just join you and Brother Arnett?
Sure, Kaylee, if that's what you want to do. But as I said, we do have our study, so...
That's fine. I can just wait in the car and talk to anyone who walks by.
All right then. Lily, is it possible to take Heather along with you?
Sure, we can make that work.
Brother Arnett, do you have any territory we can work?
Let me see.
What's going on?
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Are you upset?
Yes!
With whom?
Don't worry. It's not with you.
Hi, Kaylee.
Oh, hi, Heather.
You know, no matter how many times I make out a shopping list, I inevitably forget something.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll see you later.
Hey, Kaylee,
Yes?
is everything okay between us?
Why do you ask?
Well, today at the meeting for field service, it almost seemed like you didn't want to work with me. Is that true?
It's true.
What? Why? Did I do something?
Not to me.
I don't understand.
Well, Grace told me some things about your financial situation and
She did what?
I guess they lent you some money a while ago and you haven't paid them back. But now you're making all these big purchases? Why would you take advantage of their kindness? Grace is a good friend of mine.
Grace may be a good friend of yours, but she is way out of line. She had no right. That loan was private. I can't believe a mature sister like that would gossip about us. But you know what? That's fine. She can do what she wants. I won't stoop to her level.
Heather, look, I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh, I'm glad you did. I am so glad you did. I have to run.
Sure.
Sorry, I searched everywhere. I can't find the... Hey, was that Heather?
Yeah.
She looked like she was in a rush. Too bad. I've been wanting to invite her and Luke over.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Why not? Something wrong? They seem like a solid couple.
Let's just say things aren't always as they seem.
What's that supposed to mean?
Grace told me that Luke and Heather borrowed money from her and Owen, and now they are refusing to pay it back. Can you believe that?
No, I can't. Grace told you that?
Well, not in so many words, but basically, yes.
That's impossible.
You didn't talk with Grace. How would you know?
Because 1, Luke is a brother. 2, he's an elder. 3, he's a pioneer. Do I need to go on?
Well, I was there. I saw what happened.
What did you see?
Well, actually, Grace saw them. They were in the mall buying all these expensive things using her money. As far as I'm concerned, that's stealing.
That's not stealing, Kaylee.
Well, it's dishonest. And I don't want anything to do with people like that.
Listen, I know Grace is your friend, but we can't take sides. Whatever is happening between them doesn't involve us.
But Grace said...
I don't want to hear what Grace said. Honey, talking about a situation we know nothing about isn't loving and isn't Christian.
But I do know about it.
No, you don't. And even if you had all the facts, spreading it around the congregation or treating people differently is not the answer. Please, don't talk about this with anyone else.
Well, I'm still upset about this. But I won't.
Good. Come on, let's finish shopping.